Hey guys, Omaha here. Today I'm going to show you every single divination spell in Baldur's Gate 3, what it looks like and what it does. There's only 6 of them. But hey, you can speak with Scratch. What more could you want?
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly.
Alright, for our first cantrip, we have Guidance. The target gets a 1 to 4 bonus to ability checks. That's going to be for 10 turns, and it's a concentration spell. This spell is incredibly versatile. You can use it on any ability check, and you can use it before doing the ability check, or you can wait until the ability check pops up. So if I want to choose any of these 3, like Deception, it'll be down here. And you can click Guidance, roll the die, roll the 19, and it added a 1. So I got a 20. So that's just one example. You can use it in conversations, or you could use it on lockpicking. You can really use it on anything that's an ability check in the overworld. Next up, we have True Strike. Gain advantage on your next attack roll. So advantage is where you're going to roll 2 dice and use the higher value. And your attack roll is what determines whether you hit the target or not. Basically, this roll has to exceed the target's armor class or match it. And this condition is going to last 2 turns, and it's a concentration spell. So if I use it on this Agile Guardian, he has True Strike for 2 turns, and my turn then. Now it's my turn. Highlight him, it'll show I have 80% chance of hitting him with advantage. So I'll swing. And there I hit him for 16 damage. And that only works on 1 hit, so now my True Strike is gone. For our first level 1 spell, we have Hunter's Mark. So you mark a creature as your quarry to deal an additional 1 to 6 bludgeoning damage whenever you hit it with a weapon attack. If the target dies before the spell ends, you can mark a new creature without using a spell slot. And this is going to last until a long rest, and it's also a concentration spell, and then it's going to use a bonus action. Also, upcasting the spell is not going to grant you any additional benefits. So here, I'll use it on this guy. And since it's a bonus action, I can still attack. Normally my weapon does 2 to 9 bludgeoning. So here I'll swing. There, it did 18 damage. And keep in mind, these guys are vulnerable to bludgeoning, so bludgeoning damage will do double, and that makes Hunter's Mark even better against enemies like that. So here I rolled a 5 on my weapon, added 1 for my strength modifier, which would be 6 damage normally, and then Hunter's Mark added a +3 to that, so that gave me 9, and then because he's vulnerable, he took 9 extra, so 18 total. Since I defeated him before the spell ends, which the spell ends on a long rest, I can use it again without using a spell slot. So it's just going to use a bonus action, and I won't have to use another level 1 spell slot on my next turn. Then for our other level 1 spell, we have Speak with Animals. So you gain the ability to comprehend and communicate with beasts, and that's going to last until a long rest. Also, this is a ritual spell, so it's not going to use a spell slot when it's cast outside of combat. I don't know why you'd want to cast it in combat, but hey, you never know. And then upcasting will not do anything extra for you. So here, if I go to try to talk to the Squirrel Timber, talks like an animal, can't understand him, use the spell on myself.
What did I tell you?
And there you go.
Clear out.
Could also use it to speak to like the blue bird down here, Topaz.
Concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin?
Just keep in mind that they're still animals, so it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be smart because you can talk to them. They still kind of go off their normal animal instincts.
Yes, you're right. That's it.
Let's just keep it real here. Best part about this spell is being able to talk to Scratch.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly.
Now at our level 2 spells, we have Detect Thoughts. Focus your mind and read the thoughts of certain creatures while talking to them. So this will last until a long rest, and it's a concentration spell, also a ritual spell, so it doesn't use the spell slot. As long as you have this prepared, you don't really need to cast it before going into a conversation, just like Guidance. It'll pop up.
Sniffing where you ain't ought to be, friend. Might have to take that nose.
So here, I have an option to detect thoughts right there, and I need to roll a 9, so not too hard. Boom, 20.
Bollocks. Pheasant funning around while I'm stuck dealing with yours.
Kind of just gives you an insight on what they're thinking about, so it helps you in other conversations, not necessarily this one, because he didn't really... he's not really thinking about much. And then for our final divination spell, we have See Invisibility. Become able to see invisible creatures and possibly reveal them to others. So this will last until a long rest, which is pretty useful. It's going to make the enemy roll a dexterity saving throw every single turn if they want to stay in stealth from you. And it has a range of 30 feet, so that's what your range is going to look like. And then upcasting won't do anything extra. But this is incredibly useful, almost I would say necessary for later on in the game, like Acts 2 and 3. There are a ton of invisible enemies. And this actually worked on some like invisible levers I saw in a certain place too. So super useful spell. Definitely recommend getting it on at least one member of your party. And that's gonna do it for all the divination spells in Baldur's Gate 3. I know it's kind of a short one, but there's only 6 spells, so hey, what can you do? Be sure to check out some of my other spell guides. I did evocation, illusion, enchantment, as well as transmutation. So I'll link those in the description. Also, if you like this video, hit the like button. It helps me out quite a bit. And don't forget to subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.